I gotta tell you, this is kind of. Oh, is there somebody else coming in?
Yeah, it's probably my business partner Mike. Probably trying to hop on here.
Okay. Mike?
Hey, what's up, man?
Okay, I got Mike and Matt.
Yes, sir. That's correct.
Okay, so I got to tell you, I think, I'm not sure, but it was certainly unusual that I get a text at 9:30 or 10 o'clock at night last night that says, hey man, I want to buy your shit. And then boom, it happens. So,
Yeah.
who are you guys?
We 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 like to move fast, and this is not our first rodeo with paying for information and reducing the learning curve. So yeah, I guess I'll give a quick introduction of us. My name's Matt. That's Mike. We are here in the state of Georgia, and we bought a glass company 2 years ago. We acquired a glass company. Um, what we bought was a local operation. We do auto, residential, commercial glass, pretty much any type of glass, custom stuff. We had zero experience in glass coming into this. We actually had normal 9 to 5 jobs prior to this. Um, but fast forward, we're constantly looking at ways to grow our business. We now have a national division of our company. Extremely familiar with the subcontracting model. We do it every day in our business. Um, you know, uh, Mainly what our main business is now is we have gone after like commercial vehicles, so semi trucks and things that are on the road in the transportation industry. They have to get glass replaced on their trucks, or the DOT will find them and shut them down if they get too many fines. So all that being said, we probably do around 200 windshields a week, nationwide, and we are interested in seeing what type of opportunities are at the federal, state, or local level for the commercial glass, which I know there are opportunities there. We don't know shit about it, so which is why I found you. I just randomly found you on YouTube a couple of days ago. I sent it to Mike, and I was like, "Hey, I can easily tell this guy is no fluff. That's what we like is no fluff. I don't want you just to tell me some shit you've never actually done." Um, and we're more than happy to pay for the information, like I said. So we also are involved in other commercial trades as well, or I'm sorry, not commercial, construction trades as well. Roofing being one. So we intend on applying what we learn, with all you guys' content and the workshop and all that good stuff, and from you, and apply it to, just the construction trades in general, not just our glass business we have.
Well, you're in the right place. I mean, I've often said that the reason I put my content out in the first place is that smart people will figure out that I'm the guy that knows how to do all this shit. Like you'll just figure it out. My
Right.
personality, it's kind of hard to hide my personality and what I know. I mean, it just oozes out of me. But so yeah, I can appreciate you guys looking for or coming across and finding and realizing that because it's not just knowledge anymore. There's a lot of knowledge out there on the internet. It's the specific application of knowledge, which it sounds like you guys have figured out. So yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, how can I help you?
I mean, honestly, the main thing is, well, I actually just got off the phone with, I assume it's your wife, Hilda.
Uh huh.
Yeah, she's helping us with the whole sam.gov registration. I
Good.
actually have to call her back when you and I get off the phone to finish that up. I mean, honestly, I don't know that I have any specific questions for you right now. I didn't know if this was like a requirement, it's like an
No,
ongoing thing.
one of you guys, I guess Matt, scheduled a
Yeah,
Zoom at around the same time that he just texted me and said, "Hey, how do I just get in on this thing?" And
yeah,
normally, normally I require a conversation like this prior to getting into the workshop. Because this is my chance to figure out who you guys are, because you guys got the opportunity to figure out who I was, through the
right.
videos and stuff, and make sure that it's somebody that I can help before I send that link. The reason that you have to contact me to get the link is because I don't want somebody off the street just going onto my site and buying my program. Um, so anyway, but this is refreshing actually. It's That's why I said it's kind of unique. Normally, I have this conversation prior to getting in. Did you guys get a chance to start the workshop at all last night or this morning?
Yeah, yeah. After I signed up, I watched about 2.5, 3 hours of it. Fell asleep watching it actually, so now I'm gonna have to go back and rewind it. But yeah, we've already started to soak everything in and listen to everything so that we can learn everything we can get out of the workshop before I come to you with questions because I know I'm gonna have questions.
Well,
So
I mean that's what this whole thing was designed around. I told my team when we started this thing, all I want to do for the rest of my life is answer questions and solve problems on federal contracts. And so,
yeah.
all I got to do is pick up the phone and call me. Uh,
Well, I appreciate that, and yeah, like I said, I think the first step for us, again, I didn't know if this was like a requirement on your end, but I don't have any particular questions at the moment. I think the first course of action for us is to again soak in all the workshop content, maybe watch it a couple times if needed, and then again we likely will have questions for you. But our goal honestly is to start bidding as quickly as possible. If we can do that by next week, great. If it takes a month, that's fine too. But
yeah, we can do that by next week. That's not a problem at all.
we like to move very swiftly and urgently. We have a lot of we don't like to waste a lot of time, which is why I signed up for it last night. I think Mike, I sent you a video of yours, Sean. I found on YouTube like 2 days ago. And I told Mike, I was like, hey, if you're cool with it, I'm gonna go ahead and sign us up for it. And he was like, absolutely, let's do it. So.
Awesome. Okay.
I have a little background knowledge of like government contracts and how they work. I actually used to be a GS employee at an Air Force base, so
Yeah.
I have a little knowledge of it. And would it be a bad idea for us to go after, just throwing out a random number here, a $5 million potential contract versus a 500,000?
Not in the beginning. I'd like to see you guys do like literally 3 or 4 federal contracts underneath 150,000 to start.
Okay.
Okay. But there's no reason that you can't do that even by the end of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a client come through in my workshop one time. Uh, Within the first 3 months of leaving the workshop, he had already completed 10 federal contracts and put $250,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's achievable. And then of course, if you want to move up and go up from there, because what you can learn in the small federal contracts is going to apply to the large federal contracts. And it's
Exactly.
not that, I mean, look, I can tell in this conversation, y'all's communication skills and business sense are, on par with mine.
Yeah.
So there's really not going to be any limits. Um, so you
Well, it's
know,
good to know. That's good to know. That's good feedback, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I figured it probably would be smarter. As much as we would like to just shoot for the moon, it'd probably be smarter to at least get our feet wet.
I mean, there's no reason within the first year that you can't be doing $5 million contracts and pulling down 30 to 40% on them. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. That's good. Good to know. Mike, did you have any specific questions or anything you wanted to ask?
No, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure, Sean, your content answered the only question I had, which was regarding the licensure. Obviously, we know a lot of trades require certain licenses, but I'm pretty sure you already touched on that in your content, which answered my question.
you've heard my thing about
Sorry,
the transformer.
I don't know that I
I
have.
don't know, man.
Well,
No, I don't believe we have.
let's do it right now. One of the funnest games I get to play. Fun for me, not necessarily fun for you, but hopefully will light a light bulb off over your head.
Let's do it.
So, you guys have heard of the SAM registration, so I don't need to explain what that is. We're going to play a game. I'm going to give you the answer to the question before I ask you the question. Are you ready for the answer?
Yes. Absolutely.
SAM registration. Ready to play?
Yes.
There's one thing and one thing only required to be a federal contractor, and that is a.
SAM registration.
So if you sell cake mix to the Navy so they can make cakes on ships, what do you need?
SAM registration.
If
SAM
you sell
registration.
bullets or aircraft parts or even construction goods and services, what do you need?
SAM registration.
Okay, now we're going to play the other part of the game. If I walked through a neighborhood with you guys and pointed to the top of a power pole and said that's a transformer, would you recognize that as a transformer?
No.
Okay. Have you ever heard the word transformer before?
Yes.
Have you ever looked at the top of the telephone pole and saw that round thing hanging up there connected to the power lines?
Yes.
What that's doing is transforming power from like 14,000 volts to say 220 volts to send two lines of power and a neutral down to your house. Okay, it's called a transformer. The government replaces a lot of transformers. You guys said you're in Georgia, right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to give you 3 scenarios. Scenario number 1. The transformer shall be replaced by a licensed electrician in the state of Georgia. Now, that has nothing to do with the company that got the job. All they needed was a SAM registration. But the actual work, the replacement of the transformer, shall be replaced by a licensed electrician. You have to get that guy.
Yep.
Scenario number 2. The transformer shall be replaced by a licensed electrician. Now, any licensed electrician from any state can go into Georgia and replace that transformer. Understand, this is federal eminent domain property. There's no such thing as a state inspector going onto a federal job.
Got it.
Again, nothing to do with the company that got the job. All they needed was a SAM registration. Scenario number 3. The transformer shall be replaced. Now that literally means that you and I can go out there on a Saturday and replace that transformer.
Okay.
So that's how I can tell you I've done $1 billion worth of work with the federal government. I have never had a license of any kind other than a driver's license.
Beautiful. That's what we like to hear.
You just have to coordinate and comply with the requirements.
Yeah, it makes sense. Perfect. Yep. Well, we don't intend to hold any type of license. I mean, obviously, if we had to, we would, but we don't. That's not the goal here. So,
Yep.
Thank you for playing the game with us, for one, and we appreciate your time. And yeah, I'm sure we'll probably be in touch, if not by the end of the week, early next week.
All right, guys, I'm here for you when you need me.
Thanks so much, Sean. Have a great day.
Yeah, you bet. You guys too.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
bye.